So do you also use Webflow for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create a Weber subscriber on Webflow form submission. So with here I'm running a digital marketing agency and we gather the details of our potential clients with the help of Webflow. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive the details of our potential clients with the help of Webflow, automatically with the help of these same potential client details, a new subscriber should be created in my Aweber account too. That too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Webflow and Aweber. To create this connection, without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that, you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a workflow that automatically adds subscriber to your Aweber list whenever someone submits a form on your Webflow site. So with this integration, you can effortlessly grow and manage your mailing list, ensuring seamless communication with your audience. So let's get started and set it up together step by step. So let's start with a really simple example. Let's say that my name is test user and I'm just going to fill in this Webflow form. Alright. So as you can see that I've successfully filled in this form. So now I'm just going to open my Aweber account and we're going to refresh the subscribers page in order to check for the new subscriber created. And yes, over here you can see a new subscriber has been created with the same name, the same email and the same mobile number. So yes, you can see that in real time within few seconds this subscriber got created. This is the power of automation, and this is the automation that we are going to learn in today's video. And if you also want to create this automation for your business, then for that you have to watch this video till the end. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks fee every month. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is Webflow and Aweber. Alright, so I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we have to click on this button which is Create Workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create a Aweber subscriber on Webflow forms submission, Webflow to Aweber. And then we just have to click on this create, and as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. So that's the reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to start with our today's automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Webflow. So I'm just going to search for Webflow and then we have to select this Webflow v2 over here. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Webflow account, my workflow should be triggered or started. So I'm just going to select my trigger event as form submitted. And then we just have to click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Webflow v2 account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we have to follow this help text, and it is saying to obtain the API token, log into your Webflow account, hover on this site and click on the site settings button. Navigate to the apps and integrations and then click on generate API token button. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Webflow account, and over here you can see the two sites. Okay, so over here I want to create this automation for this site, which is digital marketing. So I'm just going to hover on this site, and over here you can see the site settings button. So we have to go towards this site settings button, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards this apps and integrations. Alright, so I'm just going to go towards this apps and integrations, and we're just going to scroll and look for API access. And over here you can see 4 API keys that I've already created, but I'm going to create a new. For that, I'm just going to click on this generate API token, and now it is asking me for the token name. Let's say that I'm just going to keep the name as new subscriber. So I'm just going to enter it right over here, and after entering this token name, we are going to move on forward towards the permissions. So over here I'm going to give it all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly Connect. All right, if you want, you can definitely limit the access, but I'm going to give it all the access it is asking for. I'm just going to make all read and write over here. All right, so I'm just going to give it full access to my account. So as you can see that I've successfully given it the full access to my account. Now after giving it all the permissions, I'm just going to click on this generate token, and yes, over here you can see that this is our API token. So I'm just going to copy this API token right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this API token, we just have to click on this save, and yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Webflow V2 account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And over here you can see that it has successfully selected my site, which is digital marketing. So we are going to move on forward and click on this save and send test request button. And as soon as we're going to click on this save and send test request button, it is saying waiting for response, and in the notes it is saying then do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this response here, we have to do a test submission or record. And in order to do this test submission, I'm just going to open my form, and as you can see that this is my form. All right, so I'm just going to do the test submission with the help of this form only, and this is the same form which we connected right now with our workflow. So I'm just going to enter the details over here. For the first name, I'm just going to keep it as demo, last name as user, you can see the mobile number, the email address. And now for the organization name, I'm just going to keep it as Pabbly Tudes and click on this submit. And yes, you can see thank you, your submission has been received. So now what has happened is that Webflow has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see all the details which we entered. You can see the same first name, the last name, the mobile number, the organization name, and the email which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Webflow account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered, and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Okay, so further what I want is I want to create a Weber subscriber on Webflow form submission. So I'm just going to select my action application as Aweber. So I'm just going to search for Aweber right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now it is asking me for the action event. So for that I'm just going to select it as add or update subscriber and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Aweber account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Aweber. And as soon as we're going to click on this connect with Aweber, yes, over here you can see that Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So I'm just going to give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on accept Pabbly is safe, and as soon as we're going to give Pabbly all the permissions, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Aweber account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And now it is asking me for the account ID. So here you can see that we have successfully entered the account ID. We have selected it. We are going to move on forward. We have to select the list ID too right from here. And now it is asking me for the full name, the email, and the rest of the details. So yes, we're going to enter these details right right over here one by one. So I want to create a subscriber with the name which I've received in the response of our previous step. Over here you can see demo user, right? So I'm just going to enter this same name right over here in my action step so that I can create the subscriber with the same name. But over here I'm not going to enter the name like this right over here manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Webflow as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm just going to map this full name from the response of our previous step. So as you can see that this is the first name and the last name. So we're just going to map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. We are going to move forward. Over here we are going to map the email. So I'm just going to look for email in the previous response right over here, and as you can see the email, so we're going to map it. We are going to move forward. It is saying update existing. I'm just going to keep it as yes. We are going to move forward. You can see that it is asking me for many another details. So if you wish, you can definitely enter all of these details right over here, but I don't wish to enter these. I'm just directly going to enter the mobile number. So I'm just going to look for mobile number and we're going to enter it, and as you can see that now it is asking me for the city. So all of these details are not the required details, so we can just leave it as blank. If you wish, you can definitely fill out all of these details, but I don't wish to do so. So I'm just going to click on the save and send test request button right over here, and yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully created a new subscriber in our Aweber account. So I'm just going to open my Aweber account and we're going to refresh this subscribers page in order to check for the new subscriber created. And yes, over here you can see a new subscriber has been created. You can see the same name, the same email, and the same mobile number which we entered, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Webflow account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Further, with the help of the same details, a new subscriber would be created or updated in my Aweber account too, that too without any manual efforts. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on the save and send test request button. This workflow is going to run in backend. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.